Claudia Gadelha is excited at all. A rematch 18 months in the making. And finally tonight, Gadelha will get her shot at becoming a UFC champion.
And she is fired up. She is trained so hard for this. Believes that she's improved in all the areas and now has so much more film to study on her opponent. So much more available footage to look and diagnose what went wrong last time. How could she maintain top control? How could she find more openings in the striking game? She feels like she's good enough now to beat the champion everywhere, not just in grappling.
Their first fight, December of 2014, Joanna Jedrzejczyk edged Gadelha by split decision. A lot of people thought it should have gone the other way. Gadelha landed 7 takedowns on 16 attempts, had a submission attempt, couple guard passes. Very close fight. As far as the grappling of Gadelha is concerned, 3-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. Good takedowns, the accuracy north of 61%, very much a submission threat here. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Andre Pederneiras.
And she said she's not bringing any emotion into this fight. There's so much going on outside of the octagon, but that's where she's going to leave it there. She's a well-rounded fighter. She feels Joanna is not. She's one-dimensional. She's going to pay for it.
Gadelha, 4th UFC appearance overall. We mentioned it off the top. She's only fought once since that first meeting. Coached, of course, on The Ultimate Fighter. Did an outstanding job. Finally tonight, though, the spotlight returns to Gadelha, looking to get a title back for Brazil. In the game, period. Joanna Jedrzejczyk has vaulted to superstardom. Tonight the task to leave as she comes in as the UFC strawweight champion.
Fantastic striker, ever-improving wrestling game. Very good takedown defense. Good grappler, but her biggest weapon is her mind and her willpower. She is so determined. When you talk to her, she doesn't sound like somebody who's reached the pinnacle of the sport. She doesn't talk like she's a champion. She talks like she's a challenger. She talks like everybody she faces wants to steal her dreams, wants to steal her life, and she's got to defend them with her own life. 3 title fights for Jedrzejczyk before or dating after the Gadelha fight. 5-0 in the UFC. In her 3 UFC title fights, she's only outlanded the opposition 399 to 132. Fought Valerie Letourneau in Melbourne back in November. Landed 220 significant strikes. You see there, most ever in a title fight, second only to Nate Diaz all time. This is a decorated Muay Thai practitioner that can beat you with every one of those limbs. I mean, the volume and intensity she brings to the octagon. You mentioned the 220 significant strikes. That was in comparison to by 103 of her opponent. The fight before that, 126 significant strikes to 25 of her opponent. This woman brings it each and every time. She's turned down TV show opportunities, movie roles, doesn't care. All she wants to be is champion. She wants to defend her belt, and the only woman she's faced in the UFC who has even been close has been Claudia Gadelha, and she wants to beat her in dominant fashion tonight.
She really has put all those opportunities aside. She wants to focus on combat. 5th highest striking rate in UFC history. She comes at you early and often. Started Muay Thai to get in shape 10 years ago. Only transitioned to MMA in 2012. And tonight, undoubtedly, the biggest spot of her professional life. The 28-year-old Joanna Jedrzejczyk with another title defense here in Las Vegas. Our tale of the tape for the Strawweight Championship is sponsored by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. Jedrzejczyk 28. Gadelha is 27. Jedrzejczyk 2 inches taller. She did make weight 114.5 pounds, 115 for Gadelha, 2-inch reach advantage for the champion Joanna Jedrzejczyk. And now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Anthony Marnell, Executive Director Bob Bennett, Commissioners Francisco Aguilar, Skip Avancino, Pat Lundvall, and Michonne Martin. Our three judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Dave Hagan, Jeff Mullen, and Marcos Rosales. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, John McCarthy. Now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, live from Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record, 13 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the #1 ranked strawweight contender in the world, the challenger, Claudia Gadelha. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a striker holding an undefeated professional record, 11 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 115.5 pounds. Fighting out of Olsztyn, Poland, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Ladies, went over the rules in the back. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, but I want you to fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Good, step back. Good luck to both.
If you bet the no-touch gloves prop, go cash that ticket. We have been waiting so long, or so it seems, for this rivalry to be consummated. It shall be done tonight. Claudia Gadelha in her first UFC title fight against the champion, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. The champion in the traditional black and gold. The challenger is in white. We are underway.
Sometimes we see fighters and they really hate each other. They hold back, but not the case tonight, as Gadelha's off to a fast start.
Early knockdown for the Brazilian. Good recovery by Jedrzejczyk.
Excellent takedown. Here's the top control she's going to need to maintain. There's an excellent stiff jab right on the nose of the champion. That dropped her. Butterfly guard here for the champion, now in half guard. Gadelha, a very good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Good work here from the champion, getting back to her feet so she could break the grip here.
It was Jedrzejczyk who had the knockdown in round 1 of their previous meeting. That was December 2014. Gadelha gets it tonight.
And that was a very close round as well. That knockout won her the round in what was a razor-close fight. Excellent work there by the champion, though. That's got to be huge for her confidence. Put in a bad grappling position, able to work her way up. Good head position here for the champ.
Well, as of today, for the first time since 2006, there are no Brazilian champions in the UFC. Gadelha trying to change that. Good combination by Jedrzejczyk.
I like the pressure of Gadelha, but she's got to let her hands go, work body and head. You don't want to let the champ get to the center of the octagon where she can really dictate the pace and rip out constant combinations. Good footwork, though, from Joanna.
Nice uppercut by the champion. Complete wrap-up of all the action from Vegas on our post-fight show tonight. Right after this main event on FS1. You can also watch it live on Fox Sports Go. Under 3 minutes now to go in round one.
The champion feels like 5 rounds really benefits her. Thinks that Claudia will fade. But looking at Claudia's last fight against Jessica Aguilar, she had very good pace in the 3rd round. Granted, not a 5-round fight, but she maintained an excellent pace in that fight. Did an awful lot of striking, showed some improvements. So double underhooks here, looking for another takedown. And there you get a look at just how strong Claudia Gadelha is.
Jedrzejczyk has stuffed the takedowns of almost everybody in her career, with the exception of Gadelha. We mentioned landed 7 the first time, 2 for 2 unofficially out of the chute tonight.
Excellent start here. She's landing good, effective ground strikes here with some pop on them. Joanna doing a nice job creating some space. She's got a left underhook. Good work from Joanna to get back to the fence, start working back to her feet. And she expected this. She knew she was going to get a heavy dose of pressure, constant clinch work. Worked in a nice elbow, but Claudia responds with one of her own.
Big deep breath from the champion. Back to the center of the octagon now with 90 seconds to go in round one. Inside leg kick is there for the Muay Thai practitioner, Jedrzejczyk. She'll continue to work off of what is a very crisp jab.
The difference in the hand speed, it jumps off the page. Joanna's hand speed on a totally different level. Nice front kick. You see, a lot of that wrestling, it sucks away the gas tank. Claudia is still trying to recover from the repeated takedown attempts.
And the pressure just never stops coming. You see head strike advantage for Gadelha, a lot of those on the ground, but Jedrzejczyk in perpetual motion.
Well, the champ's gonna have to land more, and she has to do a little bit more if she wants to try and steal this round after being taken down twice and dropped at the start of the round.
Nice counter left by Gadelha. First round winding down here. Jedrzejczyk continuing to go back to that push kick, and it's there.
I'll tell you, a lot of people throw that front kick just to create some distance. Not the champ, man. She digs it into your solar plexus, trying to knock the wind out of you.
Again, a good counter from Gadelha.
Nice left hand from Gadelha.
Both fighters landing down the stretch. Round 2 next.
Breathe. It's good. Look at me. Always moving. Always moving. Breathe. She's throwing her jab. When you fall in her half guard, don't let her bring her head in. Are you here?
Przedni prosty, dostaw prawą nogę z prawym prostym. Ma rękę lewą opuszczoną. Dostaw prawą nogę. Dobijesz w miejscu, nie dawaj bicej pierwszej.
Don't let her hit you first.
Szczęka.
And keep your head moving. Here's your jaw and go.
Go, Joanna.
Here's a look at the left hand that dropped the champion right at the start of the round. Allow Gadelha to start her wrestling and her pressure there. Great start for the challenger.
And of course, the first thing out of her chief corner, Andre Pederneiras' mouth, was you always got to be moving. Certainly they respect the strikes that are coming back their way from Poland's Jedrzejczyk.
Certainly, we saw the champ start to get her rhythm at the end of that round, and she's come out fast and furious here in round 2. Stops the initial takedown attempt, but Gadelha has double underhooks. We saw her use those to rip Joanna down to the ground in the middle of round 1.
Nice clean strikes here by Gadelha.
Very nice work. Failed on the takedown attempt, but used it to land an elbow and a right hook. And this kind of clinch work is tough. It is a grind, exhausting. And very nice work there from Gadelha. We talked about the diversity in her takedown attempts, from body locks to shots, single legs, double legs. Excellent wrestling.
No, don't hit the back of the head.
Gadelha, 7 of 16 on the takedown attempts in the first meeting, 43%, 3 of 3 out of the shoot tonight.
And she's attacking that post hand, that left hand of Joanna. She's trying to use it to get her hips to the fence. And I like how effective, even when she may lose position, Gadelha doing an awful lot of striking mixed with her grappling here tonight. These are good, hard shots here. And Joanna choosing not to block them because she needs that left arm to post. But look at the right leg of the champion. Claudia Gadelha has it wrapped up and straight. She's keeping hip pressure on the knee, and that's stopping the potential get-up of the champion. Excellent technique.
She's also got that right arm somewhat trapped.
These are the small refinements needed to hold the champion down like she couldn't do in the first meeting.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2. Edge of your seat action as expected so far. Crowd pops as Jedrzejczyk gets back to her feet and lands an elbow on the inside.
Watch your fingers.
Double underhooks again for Claudia Gadelha. Joanna has had a really hard time pummeling underhooks and winning the small battles of this clinch game. She's got to free her right leg here and use her left hand to separate and push away the head of Claudia Gadelha.
Hold the fence. There you go, Claudia.
Gadelha very accurate, making these little pot shots count.
She has. She's been so active. Hey, the takedown's not there for me. It's let me punch you until I can get you to move, and then I get your feet in the position I want to finish a takedown.
Fingers. There you go.
And we talk so much about Jedrzejczyk and her activity. Gadelha, very busy striker as well. Just over 2 minutes now to go in round 2.
And this is grueling for both women. Really tough style of fight. Wears the arms out. Joanna's able to create some space. She drops her hips just in time. Good defense so far from Joanna, but again, it's Claudia pressing the action, controlling her, freeing the right hand to land some strikes.
Pretty good elbow by Jedrzejczyk.
And we've seen Travis Brown, who fights tomorrow night, he's finished 2 heavyweights with those elbows.
Yep, pin the foot in between the canvas and the fence. Nice angle on the elbow there.
And you want to get creative. She knows she's not going to get much room, so she's going to land any strikes she can.
Battle for position here.
Excellent work from the champ, who's now on top. Gadelha going to try and roll to a leg lock, maybe use that to get back to her feet. Nice elbows landed by the champion, who's looking for a Darce choke here. Easily defended and stopped from Gadelha.
Jedrzejczyk says she's been working a lot on new jiu-jitsu techniques. Wouldn't appear to be her advantage in this fight. Under 1 minute now in round 2 of a possible 5.
30 sekund, nie dał rzucić, nie dał balans, balans, bardzo dobrze.
Down further, up.
Underhook here for Gadelha.
The champion's doing a better job of defending the takedowns here, but she's still really struggling to separate, get herself out of the clinch, or at least get her back off the fence.
Gadelha maintaining the body lock here. Good way to mute that potent offense of Jedrzejczyk.
Now the champion has control of the right wrist. We'll see if she could use that and get her back on the fence, and she does. 10 seconds for her to unload.
And Gadelha better move. Don't want to be a standing target in front of Jedrzejczyk. 10 minutes down.
Some really great clinch work there from Claudia Gadelha. Let's take a look at some of the work here. No strike to get the takedown, sneaks in a nice elbow there, left hook, goes right back to the body lock here, able to turn the corner, lace the left leg behind, and then here's that nice ground and pound, traps the post arm. And then here, Nice judo work from the champ, able to keep her top position here and get on top for a second.
You have space for the elbows and for the more hits in the clinch. She's not working good enough in the clinch. Try some more front kicks and use your hands more. Move your feet more. She's getting tired.
Menor. Joga pressionando e batendo duro. Keep on pressing her. Keep on the pressure up.
Middle round of a possible 5 here. 4th straight title fight for Joanna Jedrzejczyk. First UFC championship fight for Gadelha. Potentially bears watching moving forward if we do hit those championship rounds.
Gadelha shaking her arms out there and walking like she's got some heavy legs. It's easy for me to say the key is constant pressure, but you know, to execute the kind of game plan Gadelha is executing, it takes a tremendous amount of cardio.
Joanna Jedrzejczyk snapping off the jab here. Nice combination, able to land.
And that's what she's known for. You send one punch her way, she rips 3 back at you. Look for the champ to start working the body a little bit if she thinks the challenger's a little tired. Nice left hook there, though, from Gadelha.
After the overhand right hand landed. So Gadelha has found her range consistently. Unofficially, he's landed over 60 total strikes already.
And again, a very well-timed right hand. Gadelha's counters are outstanding, and the timing of that takedown as well.
So make it 4 takedowns for Gadelha. Pretty good get up here for Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
That is disheartening for the challenger. You know, looking in the corner of Joanna, she was not breathing very heavy at all. She's a very well-conditioned athlete. One similar style takedown, but this time Gadelha is able to roll through. You see that a lot when you see judo throws attempted. Now we're seeing some deep breaths from the champion.
So Gadelha has now landed 4 or more takedowns in all 4 of her UFC fights.
She's got her hands connected. We'll see if she looks just to grab the waist, free that left hand, and land some of those strikes, or maybe even sneak in another elbow. But the champion's had a really hard time getting her back off the fence in this fight. Sneaks in a nice right elbow there. Instead of making space to create elbows, she's got to make enough space that she could dig an underhook, get her back off the fence, and she does it. Nicely done, lands a knee to the body as well. Over a nice right elbow from Gadelha.
And as soon as this separation, champion starts throwing. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Some very deep breaths from the challenger. And now the champion's starting to work the body. And she is going to force Gadelha to dig deep here. The pressure has stopped. She's got Gadelha standing in one place. Feet are flat.
Nice counter right hand from Gadelha, but Joanna Jedrzejczyk starting to find her range.
And it eats 3 in return for it. Look how fast that jab is.
Just such a natural striker. Beautiful combination there. Cardio for days.
She throws a straight jab cross, and before that 3rd left hand comes out, she switches angles and gets it, sneaks it right between the defense. Just some really elite level striking from the champion.
Again, nice stick and move there. Gadelha might have caught her on the way out.
And Gadelha's trying to catch her breath here from all that wrestling, but she still has some good timing on her right hand. She's waiting for the right counter opportunities. And if I'm the champion, I am digging to the body every chance I get. Another takedown for Gadelha.
Joanna Jedrzejczyk getting a little bit over-aggressive there. Gadelha made her pay for it. But the pressure from the champion just never stops. It is a lot to deal with.
Well, the interesting thing here is if Gadelha can complete this, ride her out a little more, and she may not need to. Who knows what those judges' scorecards are, but she could potentially be up 3 rounds to none.
Right.
And now look, it's the champ reversing position now. She's going to unload. Certainly the champion has landed the most effective strikes here. And now it looks like the momentum has totally shifted.
How about the body language from Joanna Jedrzejczyk? Said, get up! Back to the center of the octagon now. Gadelha, though, would appear, to your point, to be winning this fight.
But 5-round championship fights, winning the first 2 rounds doesn't matter. You got to be able to close. Oh, another nice right-left combination from the champ.
Gadelha covering up here, don't want to be, oh!
Seats an elbow.
takes Jedrzejczyk down briefly. Great recovery there by the champion. But Gadelha, man, showing you a champion's heart as well tonight.
Absolutely. And I've seen fighters before in 5-round fights. They're tired late from third round. They find their second win in the championship rounds. Oh. Nice elbows from the champ. Oh, returned by Gadelha.
Gadelha with a big, deep breath. She'd be wise to start to circle.
It is tough. She is tired right now, leaving her feet in the same spot. Oh, nice left hook, though, to close the round.
What a round. What a round.
Super, Asiu.
That was extra.
Podkręcamy boks. Prawa ręka musi wykończyć.
Finish with the right hand.
Za krótki dystans trzymasz w boksie.
You got the short distance. Got the distance longer.
Dlatego jej wchodzi. Dłuższy dystans w boksie. Prawa ręka długa, Asiu.
Use that right hand more. She's tired. Finish with the right jab or the right hook.
Klinczu przekręcaj od razu i łokcie.
Turn her in the clinch and use the elbows. Those two championship rounds are yours.
Prawa noga musi być...
Confia, tem que dar cotovelada, ela tá sentindo assim, respira. Vai rápido, quebra o todo.
2 rounds to go, 2 rounds to go, let's go, come on.
Let's take a look at the elbow landed by Claudia Gadelha. Rotates around, hits her there. Doesn't look like a knockdown. Looks like the champ was just got a little off balance there. Here's a nice elbow from the champ here. Both women just put each other in the blender.
Only one loss for these two fighters. That was Gadelha against Jedrzejczyk, and you see why the champion is undefeated. Even while experiencing adversity tonight, you do feel like she's in control of the fight.
Man.
Vicious combo there.
Round 4, and this woman looks like she's just getting warmed up.
Barely breathing heavy.
And she is so fast, very quick. And watch as she lands strikes quickly, gets out, either moves straight back out of range or rotates off on an angle. High-level stuff. Switching stances mid-combination. But she's got to be wary because as this happens several times, Gadelha level changes and blows through with a double leg.
And now Jedrzejczyk starting to widen the gap in terms of these significant strikes landed, 95-29. Gadelha's had a couple knockdowns, 6 takedowns secured. A definite bounce in the step of the champion here, trying to work into striking range.
And you just have to wonder if Gadelha has it in the gas tank to repeat what she's been able to do early in this fight with that constant pressure and all those consistent and relentless takedown attempts. It takes a ton of energy. Just don't know if she's got any more in her to execute like that.
And you do really wonder, what is it going to take to break someone like Jedrzejczyk? You can take her down, knock her down, and still fresh as a daisy.
You can't. When you get a special fighter like this, it's that mentally tough. You can't. The only way you break them is you just have to knock them out. They're still human. They can't help that, but you're not going to break the heart of either of these women.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Gadelha pressing forward, trying to get into the pocket.
Excellent
Takedown.
footwork from the champion. Beautiful hand speed.
Nice stick and move there by Jedrzejczyk.
She's changing stances often, consistently moving, and we haven't seen a takedown attempt yet from Gadelha here in round 4. Flush right hand landed by the champ. And a nice left hook from Gadelha.
After an elbow from Jedrzejczyk, opened up a little cut under the left eye of Gadelha.
Gadelha lands well when Joanna stays in the pocket at the end of her combinations. That's exactly what Gadelha should be looking to do. At the end of these combinations, look and see if she can get her in the tie clinch.
I mean, the hand speed, just absurd.
And coupled with the footwork. She's no longer there for that explosive takedown attempt from Gadelha. And now Gadelha is just eating punches left and right.
Oohs and ahs from the crowd every step of the way. Another 1-2 for Jedrzejczyk.
and the counters are coming slower and slower from Gadelha.
Most dominant round for the champion here, the fourth, under 2 minutes to go.
Surprised we don't see the champ go into the body a little bit more. You know your opponent's tired, exploit it.
Big round 3, and now round 4 for the reigning defending champion.
Those only show strikes. There were several takedowns for Gadelha in round 3 as well. Excellent jab.
Big overhand
Huge right hand.
Gadelha lands, Jedrzejczyk does as well. Just over a minute to go here in round 4.
The champ is chopping down that lead leg of Gadelha.
Takedown would be useful for Gadelha here to try to stem the tide.
And I just don't know if she's got it in the tank right now. Oh, these punches are starting to take a toll. Joanna is really loading up on these shots, sitting down on her punches.
And now the elbow. Counter right hand has been there for Gadelha, but the volume of Jedrzejczyk just way too much here in this fourth round.
And Gadelha's punches are coming slower and slower, and now, really in the last 2 minutes, the champ has gone to the body repeatedly. You saw it in the back and forth banner from these two, though. Joanna pointed to his side and says, don't leave it in the hands of the judges. I think she'd be smart as a champion to go for the finish here.
Well,
you know, that third round, she certainly outstruck Gadelha. Most likely won the third round, but you never know.
Once again, a standing ovation from the masses here after round 4. 5 minutes to go. Some replays from round 4. Largely was Jedrzejczyk.
Oh, it's the work of the champion. Front kick, 3 punches afterwards. Switching stances, getting in, getting out, and you can see just how slow the counter punches are coming back from Gadelha.
This is the round that decides the fight. I need you to put her down. Breathe. It's 2-2. This round, who wins this round wins the fight. Put her down. Don't let her go. Don't let her up again. Get her back.
Left jab, right cross, or left jab, right hook. Switch stance.
Well, what has been an epic championship fight so far has arrived at a 5th and final round. An appreciative crowd here in Las Vegas. Jedrzejczyk going over, being a good sport there. Gadelha says, let's hold off on that maybe until these final 5 minutes are in the books. We'll see if Gadelha can get the takedown the Pedernales had asked for. Could very well be 2-2 heading into this 5th and final round.
Hey, she's got to dig deep. Oh, beautiful combination for the champion while she's backing up.
Well, the truly elite strikers in the UFC can land while backing up. She is certainly among them. And again, 5th round of a championship fight. The body language, I mean...
She looks like she can go 7 rounds.
No doubt.
As we talked about, we said she doesn't act like someone who's reached the pinnacle. I mean, she trains, she works, she's got the mindset of a challenger, someone who's got a chip on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of the bantamweight champion, Dominic Cruz. Just never gets comfortable, never accepts where they are, always believes they can do better. Another gorgeous combination from Joanna. Take that attempt from Gadelha. She's got double underhooks. She's been able to take her down from here several times before. Does she have enough strength and energy left to do it?
Under 4 minutes to go in this UFC Strawweight Championship. Jedrzejczyk using the fence to her advantage.
Well, nice work there from Gadelha, trying to kick the feet. She try and pull her back off the fence. Maybe go the other direction and trip her the other side. Just an outstanding fight. Several momentum changes.
Watch your fingers. There you go, Joanna.
Joanna working hard defensively here, Bry, to stay upright.
And she's pushing away the head, but she's still in a difficult position here. Claudia's got the hands clenched. Now she loosens up the grip, and she's off.
Nice job by Gadelha to get that right hand up, but the head kick still rattled her a bit. 3 minutes to go.
We saw some great timing on the right hand to Gadelha. She's got to look for opportunities. There's one. But still, her best bet towards victory is to find a well-timed takedown here in the midst of one of the combinations from the champion. But it's very difficult to do when she's moving her feet like that and striking at range.
Jedrzejczyk coming up on landing nearly 200 significant strikes.
Just a machine, and how quick she does it. When you can get your hands out and back that fast, it makes sprawling and defending takedowns that much easier. Beautiful right hand there from Joanna.
And she gets out of harm's way to evade the return shot from Gadelha. Nice left hand there by the Brazilian. The Brazilian's corner imploring her to press forward. Just over 2 minutes now to go.
Yeah, Claudia Gadelha has shown just how tough she is. She's seeing some big punches, keeps moving forward. Good job by the champion, rotating her back off the fence.
Don't forget, as soon as this main event is over, a recap of all the action from Vegas on the post-fight show right after this main event here on FS1, or watch it live on Fox Sports Go.
Champ trying to take the back of Gadelha. Excellent elbows from Joanna. Champion's corner telling her back away, forcing her to stand up. Smartly done by the champ.
Back to the center of the octagon now. 80 seconds remain.
Nice right hand there from Gadelha.
Yeah.
Good timing again.
Not the sting maybe that was on her punches earlier, but she landed. Under 1 minute to go, fifth and final round to decide this UFC Strawweight Championship. Jedrzejczyk working effectively off of that jab once again.
But we've seen the champion dominate. Now tonight we saw her overcome some adversity in the earlier rounds and be very dominant here in the championship rounds.
Neither one of these fighters has ever been finished. Gadelha showing off quite a chin. Huge right followed by a left. Punches in bunches, elbows mixed in. You're seeing the entire arsenal of Joanna Jedrzejczyk tonight.
Oh, beautiful elbow. May have cut Claudia again. Good defense here from the champion, and stand up and cheer.
What a title fight turned in by the two best strawweights in the world. Joanna Jedrzejczyk looking to defend the title and bring it home to Poland. Claudia Gadelha looking to become a first-time UFC champion. The official decision coming up next.
Hey, great fight. Great fight. Joanna, great fight. You are fantastic. Great job, man. She doesn't lose her speed or anything. She's like a goddamn...
All right, we go inside the numbers in terms of the total strikes. Pretty evenly matched in rounds 1 and 2, and then Joanna Jedrzejczyk opened it up in rounds 3, 4, and 5. Gadelha not getting a whole lot done down the stretch. We'll see if it was enough. The official decision on the strawweight championship is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Great fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-46, 48-45, and 48-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Great display of sportsmanship here. We'll try to corral the champion. We were all witness to an epic performance tonight. I know it's an emotional moment for you. I'm in awe of the performance, as many of us are. Congratulations on retaining your title tonight. How do you feel?
I feel great. We knew that it's going to be a really tough fight with Claudia Gadelha. Like I said, after our first fight, she's #1, I am the champion, and I have so much respect to her. Claudia, I close everything what happened between me and you. I'm so sorry. You're the greatest fighter. Thank you.
I want to say one thing. This is very important, but more important is to be humble and work for people, work to the fans. You know, I respect everybody here. I respect Joanna as a champion, but I think this is very important. But more important is here and be humble and respecting people. Thank you.
Beautifully put there. She got off to a good start, but you stayed in the game. How are you able to keep up such a pace? Looked like you could have gone 10 rounds tonight.
Yeah, I've been preparing for this fight 3 months. I put on work, lots of blood, tears, bad moments. But like Muhammad Ali said, survive and live for the rest of your life as a champion. And this is what I'm trying to do. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you, Dana, Lorenzo, UFC, Fancy Vegas. It was my dream to fight at MGM Grand. Now I want to fight in New York, Madison Square Garden. See you there, guys. Thank you for everything. I know that there is so many people in my city. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, but they are watching my fight. Kocham was. I love you guys.
An absolute honor to witness this championship performance tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your UFC strawweight champion, Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Chodźcie do zdjęcia.
The move of the fight is sponsored by Metro PCS. And for a piece of tough history, follow at Metro PCS and retweet to win authentic items straight from tonight's fight's official rules at metropcs.com/UFC.
Tell you what, a fight like this, you could have 15 of these. There's a jab early in round 1 that knocked down the champion. Double underhooks, takes the champion down. Excellent ground and pound. She was very solid and dominant in the early 2 rounds, and then the champion started to come back as the challenger tired. Fast hands, excellent combinations, beautiful footwork, elite level striking, some of the very best you're gonna see in the UFC. She wants to fight Madison Square Garden. Well, she's got my vote.
All right, what do you think will be the best move of the night? Tweet and let us know at #MetroMove, and tune in to the FS1 Tough Finale post-fight show coming up in just a few minutes for the winning move. All right, that is gonna do it for us